addiction had a strong hold on my family. And it still does, whether it's alcoholism and or medical narcotics. My brother, he was a drug addict, epileptic, and just addiction had a firm grasp on my brother. I get the phone call. What's going on? Another overdose? Where I'm used to these phone calls. Another overdose. This one's serious. And I'm like, I've heard that before. They're breathing for him, and I'm just trying to subconsciously be like, okay, yes, but he's done this before. And I told my brother that day I was gonna come see him once I got done having lunch with a friend. And I remember I still have a voicemail on my phone. And just to know that was the only time that I would hear him again before they found him overdosed in the bathroom from fentanyl. When my brother died, we thought the black cloud went away. Then my mother fell back into it, and then my father fell into it. Now the whole family's jacked. So why would God allow all this to just keep happening? My grandparents, they pour into me, consistent prayer warriors over me, so I was definitely blessed there. Grew up Southern Baptist, but there I am sitting all just trying to figure out how I'm gonna continue to just this relationship with God. If I'm gonna be a Christian and I'm gonna follow God and I'm gonna do all this, then I need to go face to face with him, duke it out with him. You don't just go to God with a rehearsed prayer. You come to Jesus as you are, lay it down at his feet. I have moments where I'm literally like, God, help my unbelief. I had two options. I could just continue going to church and pretending that me and God are homies with each other, or I could just actually fall on my face and say, God, how can I use this? And I just remember I cried and I broke down in the church and I just said, God, how am I supposed to rebound? God, just make something make sense out of this. The last thing I wanted to do is just go to church and pretend everything's hunky-dory. And the first thing he put on me was I need community. I'm like, all right, God, I need community. Then where do I go? Old Sunday school teachers on pastor team were like, Tug, you're perfect for Nehemiah. Met some of the most kind-hearted people that pour into me and ask me the most genuine questions they can. Within 2 to 3 weeks of me doing Nehemiah, I had guys I didn't even know, hands over me, praying, asking about how my dad's doing, how my mom's doing, how's my family, how am I doing? Genuine, like, how are you? Not how are your circumstances, but how's your soul doing today? And once I really deepened my relationship and I actually started serving, that's where God showed up, is he broke my pride. I pray that every time I pray. I say break my pride. I say God, I believe, help my unbelief. I said help my pride. Anything that does not look like you, break it. Until you're just face down talking to God, you can't say you've surrendered until you've actually got on your hands and knees, hands up, and said, I give up. And that's it. So every time I have my hands up in worship, that's what I'm saying.